first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touch. First and 10. Wall will dump this off to Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Looking to throw on second down. Wall will get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down. Wall. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 3 catches, 68 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
A little juke. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
5 yards remain on second down. Off the play fake. Wall. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope for that.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. He's got Green. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's Wilson. And he goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. And that's complete. It's Green here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. The Chargers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wagner. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wagner. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw again is Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. There's Wilson. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Wilson. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The L.A. offense ready for this next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And go in the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, that is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Wilson will throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll give this to Akers running right. And some room to run now. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a victory.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that'll be taken in downfield by Green. Touchdown! A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here, a back and forth first half. Teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down. The give running right is Akers. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So out come the Chargers. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. That catch in his career is numbered 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL, and we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sand. Operating from the gun. Wall. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Well, throw on 1st first down with Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wagner. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. And he's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by the Wilson is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make the play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. To throw again. Wall throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. So we've reached halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And the reception made by Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wagner. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Wall. It's complete to Diggs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. A give up the middle to Akers. 2 yards, good enough for first. They'll go again here with Akers. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Boy, 227 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, Wall. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up Sackett. Operating from the gun. Wall. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Wall. Got a man. That's Ayuk. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Ayuk. 40 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Finding Green complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 40 now on second down. Wilson, he goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown, Chargers. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. He has had a whale of a game. In the third quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot, and what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great. Every carry potentially is a sprint to the end zone, and all he wants to do is ride it as long as this game goes on.
Yeah, now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wall. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A big play there. 47 yards. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a They'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. The drive starts with a completion, left side, finding space at the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wall. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wall. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Charles are trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Wall. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Rams. Stephon Diggs with a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. And that's complete. It's Green here. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Green here. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. His lead now up to 14. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Akers. And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers. 42 yards. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And quickly they get to the line. Now Wilson on 1st down. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Alexander. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Throwing again here, Wilson. The quick slant caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. Touchdown. From 40 yards out. And the Chargers could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a lead now up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The scoop and score is an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down. To throw again. Moore. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The Rams on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Wall. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coach.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with their second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Wall. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To throw on second down, Wall. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. That's on the guard, David Edwards. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Wall. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Wall. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have the Rams first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown, Rams. George Kittle, 36 yards. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chargers getting set to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, to get deep on me here, I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield.